So in the Chicagoland area, when you talk about real estate and you also talk to real estate agents, a lot of times you'll hear, especially around this time of the year, is the seasonality of the market. And this is exactly what we're talking about here. Now, seasonality of the market, really, it's 50-50 between the number of listings and also the number of buyers, aka the closings that happen throughout the entire year. But this slide right here, we're talking about the listings. And as you can see, at the beginning of the year, the listings are going to be much less, and then it slowly peaks throughout spring and kind of stabilizes through summer. And then in the fall time, right around now, you start seeing listings start coming off the market more. Now, a lot of that has to do with just kind of the overall thought process that, hey, sellers are like, there's going to be more buyers in spring, so we might as well just take the house off the market if it hasn't sold, and we'll put it back on the market in springtime. Now, we could talk further in depth if you wanted to about if that's a good idea or not, but that's just kind of when we talk about the seasonality. Now, the interesting thing is if you look at the kind of the line right above, it's the median sales price. And as you notice, the median sales price doesn't really budge too much regardless of the number of listings, and also in the next slide, the number of closings. Because just because the number of listings and closings are going to be less in the later part of the year and also beginning part of the year does not mean that your house will sell for less than normally what the market will demand. Now here, this slide talks about the closings that happen throughout the entire year, which is going to be the buyer demand. Now, granted, it's going to be intertwined with listings because obviously if there's less listings on the market, there's going to be less closings. But as you can see, it really mimics the last slide. As at the beginning of the year, starts lower and then picks up. Now, the closed listings is going to be it's going to be a lag about 45 days or so. So as you can see, it kind of peaks more in the May and June time as opposed to the beginning of springtime or mid-springtime. And then again, slowly starts trailing off in fall. But that's what we talk about in real estate when we talk about the seasonality of the market. It really comes down to the number of listings on the market and also the number of closings. Now, if you have any further questions or you really want to talk about your neighborhood or village, go ahead and DM me below. Once again, this is Drake Residential with That Properties.